What's up?
Hello, how is everybody? Good morrow. Hello, JB. Hello, hybrid family. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday, right? It's all starting over again. We're taking it from the top.
St. Patty's Day.
You know, that was actually the last thing my little brother said to me. He said, it's a shame that you're getting back on Tuesday and missing St. Patrick's Day. He knew that I would be a mess. In the States, St. Patrick's Day is one of those days where you're either a mess or you're at home. So,
Well, I will be at home.
yeah, no green beer for you.
No green beer for me.
Yeah,
Ooh,
beautiful
crap.
day. Hybrid family, where in the world are you at? I think you said before. I'm just curious. You don't have to dox yourself down to the address. I'm just wondering what region. Where is it beautiful? Because here in Honduras, it is very hot. And once I arrive there in Maryland, it will be very cold. So,
Oklahoma.
there we go.
Stayed in Oklahoma for a little bit.
Oklahoma is beautiful. Excellent choice. JB, car broke down, but all is good.
No.
I'm sorry about that. That's always the worst. But it's always better when it's not your motor or anything crazy. If it's just something that can be, done up, then that's cool. Shout out to Third Patriot. How are you doing, sir?
What's up, Third Patriot?
Well, I'm going to remind everybody because I needed to get reminded. Hop over to Twitter and then go to Crypto Nightly 01. It is the only Crypto Nightly 01 account. And make sure you go to the stream that we have going on right now. Hit the repost and the like. And help us get the message out there. And if you're on YouTube, hit the like button. Share it with a friend. We come to you live every Monday through Friday, except for tomorrow, probably. Except for tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. I will be traveling, so we will have a different video. It'll be an interview, I believe, with the Axon DAO people, or one of the other interviews will be up very shortly. I think it's the oxygen sensor. I'm going to work on it tomorrow, but probably going to buy the older model Tesla Y since they're giving them away. They are pretty much giving them away.
Yeah.
Super cheap. They look amazing. What's wrong with John's background?
He refuses to use a green screen. That's what's wrong.
Well, the truth is the green screen is packed in the one bag that I'm taking tomorrow on my trip back to the States, where hopefully I don't get deported, but I don't think that they can do that yet.
What? Deported? Is that what you said?
Yeah. There's I was watching a TikTok where it's like a Honduran TikTok. So where like a guy is like walking around Honduras, and then like all the girls that used to like him, they're like, "Oh, hey, guy that went to America." And then he's like, yeah, I'm going to be back for a while." And then they're like, "Oh, now you're not attractive anymore." Right? So because it's like you got sent back. You're not like there still.
Right.
It's St. Patty's Day. You need a green screen. You're right. How about this, Third Patriot? To make it up to you, I'm going to fix it in just a moment. Look, this will be resolved by the end of the market update montage thing. How about that? All right. And what else we got going on? What's new? How are you feeling, Desert? How are things?
Doing all right. It's a little warmer here today. I think the coldness is over. I think we're going to start trending to the warm side. So it's crazy waking up to a snowstorm, and then that afternoon you can only see it on the mountains.
Yeah.
Because it just melts so quick. It gets so cold at night that it rains and snows, but then when the sun hits it, it's just gone, like in a matter of hours. And we're not talking a little bit of snow. We're talking like 6 inches of freaking snow. Just
Arizona
poof.
is somewhere I want to get to. I want to see the desert for sure. You know, I've never seen the desert. Well, okay, I say that I've seen Vegas, and I've like went out of the off the beaten path in Vegas. I went outside and drove around for a little while, but I don't know, man. Something about
Well,
it.
that's the same kind of desert it is here.
So it's the same, man.
Pretty
Well,
much.
I still want to check out Arizona. You know, I think it'd be a good time.
It's dirty. It's brown with a little splash of green every so often, and mountains. Now, up here in the high desert where I live right now, it's a little different. We actually have trees and stuff like that. Sedona is awesome. I was just there last week.
Yeah, haven't been. Want to make it there. I think it'd be a blast. Let me see what else we got going on. I'm like half watching your trade in the bottom, and I'm just like also thinking, like, you know, it should hit.
I'm thinking it's going to. Well, obviously, I'm thinking it's going to because I'm betting on it, but
all right.
it's going to take a while to play out.
Without further ado, let's get into the middles and hop over to a market update.
All right, let's do it.
So, you want to go first?
Well,
Or
all we have, we don't really have anything to go on anymore. We just go like.
Join us at Rare Evo, the top blockchain conference, August 6th through 10th, 2025, at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. The top blockchain projects like Algorand, Midnight, HBAR, ICP, Thorchain, and Igon, and many more are going to be there. This is definitely a must for blockchain enthusiasts and fans. Use discount code CryptoNightly to save on your tickets and to support the channel. Don't miss it. We can't wait to see you there. It's going to be a blast.
And I just realized, for whatever reason, I uploaded that video, right? But I think I uploaded it in the studio. For some reason, it's not showing here. So it is uploading right now. So what I'm actually doing by talking and stuff like this,
You're
I'm
stalling.
just killing time installing because it should be processed any second now.
Well,
It's taking a little longer than I expected, but
have you seen the SpongeBob movie?
No, I have not seen the SpongeBob movie.
There is the SpongeBob movie, and there's a point where King Neptune is like mad about something. I think it's his daughter or whatever. Something's going on, and he's like, "I think you're stalling." She goes, "Stalling? Why would I be stalling?" Me?
Right?
Stalling?
I don't know what is taking this video so long to process.
There's a real
desert. Yes, Glamis. That is Glamis. That is a big place for dunes. There's a lot of parties that go on out there just outside of Yuma. And yeah. There we go. Introducing the relaunch of JPEG Boss Mint, a game changer in the NFT world. This isn't just another mint. It's a community-governed project where you hold the power. Here's the deal. 50% of all mint funds fuel a community investment wallet controlled by boss holders like you, driving collective growth. The proceeds, 60%, go straight back to active participants, rewarding your engagement. 20% powers overhead and expansion. And the final 20% flows to JPEG Empire until the seed funding's repaid. Join the revolution, mint with purpose, govern the future, and reap the rewards. All right, there we go.
Man.
There we go.
It was excellent. Well, there we go. And, you know, look, my background looks a little better, right? There's no curtain behind me. So there we go.
All right, let's get it. Let's hit that market update. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if I'm going to lose money or make money.
Refresh the room, that golden way that you do every single time.
All right, everybody, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell. If you are on X, go ahead and tag some DGens, give us a repost. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST. bringing you the daily news nightly. There it is.
There it is.
All right, let's see here. What are we missing? There's something. This is what's missing. That's why it doesn't look right. My goodness. Where is it? There we go. There we go. Much better. All right, so let's get a refresh real quick. We're actually down 0.1%, which is kind of funny because I've been seeing stuff pump, but apparently not the right things are pumping. We're coming in down 0.1% with $2.833 trillion. Super low volume. Wow, under 100. Only 84 billion in volume today. 58.6 for Bitcoin dominance, 8.18 for Ethereum, and less than 1 GUI to send an ETH transaction. So we got Bitcoin coming in at 83,639, up 1%. We got Ethereum at 1916, up 0.9. XRP at 232, pretty much flat on the day. BNB back over 600, up 3.9%. Look at that, 23% on the week. Solana at 126, down 1%. We got Cardano at 71.14, down 0.6. Doge at 17.05, flat. And Tron 2208, up 3.6. And I'm going to assume that that Tron pump is on Justin Sun's announcement. Big things are coming, or big announcement soon, or whatever the hell he said in his Twitter post today. He is the king of the announcement of the announcement. And of course, we got to find SWE all the way down at 23, up 3.8%, coming in at 237. And I am going to assume that that news is off of that pump is off of the ETF news, but we are in a SWE position right now. So we'll see. Let's check out the biggest gainers on the day. We got Tokenized Exchange up 12.2%. We got Pepe up 10%. OKB up 9.4%. Movement up 4.9%. Optimism up 4.5%. Filecoin. Mantra. Not a lot of big gainers, but quite a few gainers for the day. Let's look at the biggest losers. Pi Network down 6.9%. SHIB is down 2.7%. Sonic is down 2.3%. Casp is down 1.6%. And then not too bad. So not very many losers either. Just really a flat day. That low volume, man, I'm telling you. Well, let's go look at the markets real quick. So this is the trade I'm in right now. So we have this ascending triangle. We're getting closer and tighter and tighter and tighter. I'm expecting a break to about 47 right here. You take that. Whoops. Your triangle. Boom. The move. And that's where we're at. That's where we're sitting at right now. I do believe. So I'm down about $6. Not too bad. $6 on a $300 position or $287 position. So we are waiting to see what goes on there. Momentum waves are getting real tight on the 5-minute. So it's going to break up or it's going to break down eventually. Eventually, here in the next, what is that? Here in the next hour, it's not going to have a choice. It's going to have to go one way or the other. So we shall see. But let's look at Bitcoin. I was also looking at this, but I wasn't trading this, but I was watching this. It looks like it might be breaking down out of the pattern because I did have this in a falling wedge. But it looks like it decided to break down out of the pattern. If it breaks back, it just lost the 200 on the 5-minute. So if it does, if it can break back up and get back above the 200, I think this pattern still holds, which is just a broken pattern candle. But it doesn't look like it's going to. It looks like it wants to dump. So, but let's go out let's go out to the weekly and let's see what's going on. So we did print a green candle. It's definitely not the biggest of green candles, but at least it's a green candle. And we are starting on another green candle, which is nice. We do have the VWAP is moving to the upside and money flow is moving to the upside. So I'm expecting this momentum wave to clip here pretty soon. At least give us some kind of green dot to the upside, because, you know, when we look back, you know, VWAP moved up right here. And then what? That's the 21st. Boom. 4 days later, momentum wave broke to the upside. VWAP right here. Well, 4 days later, momentum wave broke to the upside. So it's you're kind of seeing the pattern. So we got the VWAP to the upside. We got a little bit of money flow to the upside. So kind of expecting that momentum wave to change. There's no kind of divs or anything. If we do get a little bit lower, we are going to be putting in a bull div, because obviously we got higher price action. Right now, we're not, but say we get a little bit more momentum down like that, that's definitely going to be a bull div if we come down here on that aspect right there. So still liking it. We are not above 80. Well, yeah, we got above 84. We're still fighting with it, and we lost it again. We really need to stay and print a couple of candles above 84, at least on the daily right here. You can see we cannot regain this 200 moving average for whatever reason. It will just not get back above this moving average. We were respecting the trend line, you know, higher lows all the way up, right? We are putting in a red candle right now. This could be because of the FOMC meeting getting ready to come up on Wednesday. People are calling for rate cuts, but the projection is 95% that there's not going to be a rate cut. There hasn't been enough bullish data coming out for him to cut rates. I just don't think it's going to happen. Now in May, I think our best chance is in May when it comes to rate cuts. So, but you know, the trend is going up, which is nice. Momentum wave is still going up. Money flow is coming down though. Money flow is coming down. VWAP is flat. You know, hope we don't see a little break right here and where it comes down, and then we start to get a red dot where the momentum comes down. But we are trending to the upside, and that's, I mean, look how long we've been. So right here, we went negative right here, February 1st. So we've been below the zero line for 45 days on the momentum. I mean, I don't even know the last time. What's this right here? It's about 34 days on that momentum wave. Yeah, it's been quite a while since we've been down below the zero line on the momentum and the money flow like this. Eventually, we're going to have to start breaking to the upside. And let's see the 4 hour. So 4 hour, we're getting a double. Let's get rid of all this.
Thank you, Blocky. Blocky is a legend. So, guys, make sure that you check out Blocky Crypto. He has his own channel, and he covers a whole lot of awesome content as well.
Yes. Have a good night, Blocky. All right. So you can see we're above the 21 this morning. And then we came down, we retested, and now we've lost the 21. And we're testing this trend line from the daily. So we really need to stay above this. If we lose this, we're going to dump. Let's see here. So, and you can see we're sitting right here on kind of a high volume node. right here at about 83 grand. So it's definitely going to be interesting. We're going to have to wait to see what Asia and Europe decides to do, if they decide to choose rich or violence. But we do have money flow to the upside. Your VWAP is coming down, your momentum is coming down, but the money flow is going to the upside, which is good. So money's coming in. We want to see that. Let's go down to the 1 hour. 1 hour, we did just lose the 21 and the 50. Let's see, what have we lost? Oh, so here's some bearishness. We just lost the 200 on the 15. And because of that, and we just lost it on the 30. So, we're probably going to come down to about 82,000. It is quite possible that we have a big dump to 82,000. When you start losing, as a matter of fact, I might have to close this trade, because if Bitcoin starts dumping, then everything else is going to start dumping. So, and I don't want to get stuck in a trade. And look, we're still dumping. But when you start losing the moving averages, look, 200 on the 12, lost. 15, lost. It just starts working through its progressions. So we are probably targeting the 200 MA on the 1 hour, which is about 82,600. So it would not surprise me at all. At the very least, we come down and we wick down and hit that. And then if we lose that, then, I mean, we've already lost all the other ones. So we've already lost the 2 hour through the daily. So we're like giving up all that hard work we've been doing, working our ways back above the 200, like right back here on Friday when we finally pumped above it, and then just slowly been working our way back down to it. But other than that, it's the same old in the market. There is not a lot going on. It's very boring. It's very sideways. And I really wouldn't be trading right now, honestly. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to close this trade. I might wait. I'll take a look at it here in a little bit. But that's about all I got for a market update, bro. It's really crappy right now.
Well, there you go. So the first thing I want to talk about is why you're in a SUI trade. Also, shout out to Crypto King. But this is the reason. Canary Capital advances first ever SUI ETF with an SEC filing. So people felt like this was very bullish. SUI's price was going up. But what this means is that insiders and, holders inside of the foundation and stuff have exit liquidity, because there is a massive pump usually with this kind of news, bullish news. And there's an opportunity also to de-risk for all kinds of different people. Got me. You got me. But yeah, shout out to SUI. This is awesome. We like SUI, so this is very cool. I liked this next article because that Desert loves WorldCoin.
Oh, God.
So Razer aims to eliminate AI bots from games via World's identity tech. So gaming brand Razer is teaming up with the identity protocol World, formerly WorldCoin, to prove that people are playing games, not AI bots. So basically what they're going to go into in this article is like, this is one of the use cases for World, right? Proof of humanity. And then so this is interesting. I think it's a good implementation of World. Am I going to scan my eyeball and give it to them? Probably not. However, if there were a use case that I'm okay with, it's proving your humanity with games, in games. I just don't trust Sam Altman. I don't trust OpenAI. I don't want them to have my biometric data. But if there were some other company that were to come along and come up with some alternative way of proving that you were human, I think that this would be a great way for them to implement that in games, right? Because then it's fair. You're
Right.
not playing against infinitely better machine learning robots, right? So this is amazing. I'm I like gaming. I haven't played an Xbox since I've been outside of the United States, but hopefully when I come back, I will have one in my bag. All right. So Bitcoin sees a 30% retracement as selling pressure increases. And this is coming from Bitunix. So if institutional demand returns, Bitcoin could see price stability and supply absorption, according to Bitfinex analysts. But basically, they are talking about this downturn we've had here lately. Bitcoin has undergone its second largest correction of this bull run, which doesn't mean anything. 30% corrections within a bull run are normal. And historically, what I think 30% corrections, there's like 7 to 9 of them per cycle, which doesn't mean anything. Could be more, right? It could be more, could be less.
I think the last time when we counted last cycle, that's what it was. It was like 7 or 9,
7.
Between 20 and 30% for sure.
Yeah, but so this is interesting. They have this chart. Here is the example. Looking at this drop. I mean, yeah, price has definitely gone down, but like we are significantly higher than we were. I mean, just a little bit ago, I was telling people, hey, you should probably buy some Bitcoin at 15K. And I sounded like an idiot. And now here we are, right? Because at 15K, it was going to 0. But now, we're talking about that it could go down to what, 82K?
82.6.
82.6.
But that's just in the short term.
Yes.
It looks like it's trying to round the bottom on the 1 minute though.
Look, JB here has the right idea. He says, I just want to buy more Bitcoin on spot. I have 2 limit orders that didn't get filled, fighting the urge to button smash. 100%. I have a feeling that it'll probably hop down there and pick up your orders. Depending on where they're at, but more than likely it'll pick them up. Market
only takes a wick. That's all it takes is a wick to get picked up.
Yep. So that's awesome. We love that. And then this one is one I wanted to check out. So Hashdex amends its S1 for crypto index ETF, adds 7 altcoins. So we shall see. The 7 altcoins are Solana, XRP, Cardano, Chainlink, AVAX, Litecoin, and Uniswap. I wanted to check this out because anytime you see this where some massive institution is adding altcoins, you always want to check out which one it is because that could be the alpha, right? Uniswap is definitely a massive project, right? It has a lot of stuff going on, a lot of volume. It's one of the first movers, but also just one of the kings with cross-chain everything and all kinds of stuff going on with Uniswap. I, out of this list, feel like Uniswap is kind of like the deepest pick here, right? This was kind of the thing that I didn't expect to see here. All these other ones are kind of like giants that are expected, but Uniswap. Yeah. So whenever you look at these lists and they do weird things like this, check it out, right? Because I feel like of this list, Uniswap is kind of the gem. I don't know if that makes sense. Do you feel that way? What do you think about this list we got going on here?
Well, I mean, it is the biggest DEX. So, I mean, you got the Oracle, the biggest Oracle in Chainlink, and you got DEX, and then you got a bunch of L1s. It's probably the most degenerate out of all of them, but I wouldn't call it a degenerate pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it has kind of probably the most upside. Probably the smallest market cap relatively, right, to the L1s that are listed there.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
So
most definitely. I'll double check, but I would definitely think Uniswap is the lowest out of all of those.
That's my thought. All right. And then this was interesting. So Paul Atkins closes in on his SEC chair role amid setbacks. Let's see what these setbacks are that they say here. But U.S. President Donald Trump's SEC chair nominee, Paul Atkins, inches closer, becoming the SEC's new leader. This is bullish. Paul Atkins is a Bitcoin guy. He's a crypto guy. I think, I can't remember. I keep attributing things that are related to JD Vance. Like JD Vance apparently holds a big position in AVAX. And
he's one of their whales.
Yeah, but actually Paul Atkins is pretty cool as well. But let's see. While it isn't clear whether the White House has produced those papers to the Senate, let's see. Okay. So they're saying right here that his marriage into a billionaire family is what caused headaches with the financial discourses, delaying his potential start date. Interesting. So no clarity yet on whether the committee has Atkins' paperwork in hand, but either way, this is the most momentum we've seen so far. So, okay, he got married to a billionaire, and they're like, the billionaire probably owns 1 million different businesses with 1,000 different ties to other businesses and donations to all these places. They probably looked at his financial papers after this marriage that are longer than, my sock. And they were like, right. Dang, we really got to look into this for a minute before, check for conflicts of interest and all that. So, interesting, but bullish. We want Paul Atkins there. He is a crypto person. We've really been talking about AI agents and kind of like the emerging tech a lot. So I thought this was a pretty interesting article as well. ChatGPT, Gemini, or Grok 3, which AI has the best research agent? And I wanted to check this out because I've been talking about, I love DeepSeek on Grok, and now Gemini has like a deep think or deep research button now also. So you can kind of see how it thinks. And so Grok and Gemini offer the free research agent, while OpenAI charges $20 for 10 months, or for 10 monthly users in its Plus tier, and $200 for 120 monthly users in its Pro tier. But which one actually delivers the most useful result? We tested the agents to evaluate the digital research, and let's see. So now they're going a lot of fluff. But Grok 3, basically. Because in just 3 minutes, it's going to do the whole...
That's the processing time. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not a conclusion. That's a long-ass article.
Super long article. But Grok personally is my favorite. And I've read other articles. They say Grok 3 kind of blows the rest out of the water. Gemini is getting there, but ChatGPT is actually falling behind now if you're not doing the paid subscription. So the paid subscription is significantly better. But why would you do that when you can use other things that are pretty close or better and that are free?
Yeah, I'm not giving that dude any money.
And it's not DeepSeek, right? So it's not Chinese, Trojan virus. Solana futures finished their first trading day on the CME. So the CME futures listing bodes well for the changes of the Sol ETF listing in 2025, analysts say. And so, yes, Solana futures traded on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group's U.S. derivatives exchange on March 17th, so today, as the cryptocurrency's mainstream adoption gains momentum. And I think this is interesting because I don't feel like I see yet where that momentum is, even for Solana, right? Like, so there's a lot of volume, there are a lot of people, but it's kind of like, what is the thing that they're doing the best besides just like fast transaction speed and like kind of like the crypto casino, as well as just those kinds of things? That's what I see. So I don't see them doing like some specific task that I feel like makes it like, oh, obviously you would use Solana for that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Stewie's pretty fast and I like it. So maybe I'm biased, but
I see nothing in the charts that makes me think Solana is getting anything out of this.
yeah, it's just
Even
people,
on the,
just big
yeah,
money hedging
yeah,
their
even
bets.
on the lower time frames, I'm not seeing nothing. It actually, the bull div that it was in, just printed a red dot and a dump. So on the
Yeah.
daily, I mean, it's well under the 200 on the daily. Every time frame, it's under the 200.
Sheesh.
Yeah, every time frame. So
Well, beyond that, I've got some interesting little bookmarks here. Well, the ones that you shared and a couple others. So here we go. So this was breaking from the SUI network. This was their ETF being filed. This is big for them. They're excited. Woo, we love that. This one I thought was cool, and a little bit of a like head scratcher, right? But World Mobile is evolving and changing its brand. And so they're basically creating a whole chain or a sub chain on base. So it'll be World Mobile Chain built on base. So it'll be EVM based. And I mean, I get it.
this is what the third time they did a brand change, though. I mean,
Yes.
I need to check the
Yes.
charts, but we might have to dump our World Mobile token.
I mean, yeah, it's true. They have rebranded a whole bunch of times, but we'll wait to dump until I have an interview in a couple of weeks with somebody over there. And we'll be talking about what their plans are because the base thing is pretty big news for them, but I think that it's still going to remain a multi-chain token. I imagine that they're not going to like take it off some of the chains.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
The chart looks
And
freaking
then
horrible. Horrible.
Well, and then the other thing I wanted to say, shout out to the friends because Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, he put this out. Me, friends, and I about to go and win. Get in, loser. We go on winning. And when I saw this, I thought Desert loves Crypto Lifer, and here we go. You know.
I do like Crypto Life.
And then Trump didn't mention tariffs today from Lady of Crypto. Said market pumped. Can we just mute him for the next 2 months or two? Next month or two? I liked that. I thought that was cool. And then Ian Carroll, which everybody out there, I kind of feel like if you watch this, you should follow Ian Carroll or Ian Carroll Show, at Ian Carroll Show on Twitter. He has a lot of like conspiracy theory type stuff, but a lot of times he has a whole lot of facts and evidence and different things that he brings up and then mentions them. So this was
He was just on Rogan
interesting.
recently too.
Really, he
Yeah,
was
it
on
was a
Rogan.
good one. Yeah, I just
I'm gonna
watched
have to
it
check that out.
last week or the week before, but it was a good one.
He says, "Geez, okay, so he's really doing the thing. So that's cool. I'll have to check that out for sure." But here he's talking about that Vino Mom, or this one right here, this chick right here. She had a really good deep analysis, and it seems like they found a new place to hide the next financial collapse, and so they're hiding it inside of private equity, where there's basically no regulation or oversight. And the worst of it all is they're passing the risk onto U.S. pensions. This equals a guaranteed bailout and regular Americans. So this means that, so she goes in to have a massive explanation that goes on about why the retail is struggling and why this financial crisis is kind of like orchestrated to happen a certain way. And so it's interesting. You know, do your own research. Definitely don't go too far down the crazy hole. But, check it out. Definitely look behind the curtain if you get the opportunity. Just don't say anything in public. Just keep it to yourself. Just take a peek behind the curtain. Keep that in mind, right? And then just act accordingly. Windio commented. She said, "Traditional finance is a massive Ponzi scheme, Ponzi scheme, but crypto was the enemy." And then here we got the B suit, right? And there we got CBs, Rare Evo, August 6th through 10th, Las Vegas.
And who is that? That's
Nice
Mike
dig,
D.
CB,
That's with
says
him, ain't
Rare
it?
Evo blockchain event. That is Mike D. Yes, sir. A legend in the Omen and crypto community. I think he's still Omen. I don't know.
Is there
But
something
so there
wrong
we
with
go.
capsules?
Shout out to Mike D. Shout out to CBs. Has it stopped for you?
I don't know. It's not. It is not. Unless there's something wrong with. It's not reading my wallet or our wallet. That is very odd. Either way, it don't matter. It's not a big deal. Oh, we are dumping, everybody. There we go. John disappeared. So I will show this. We are dumping. Boom. 200. We're down to 83,000. So we're only about 300 away, and I will bet dollars and donuts that we hit that 200. Here he comes. It looks like he's coming back. SWE has definitely fallen out of the pattern that it was in. That's a big red candle. Are you back, John? There we go.
I'm back. Yeah, so I went up to the top and I typed in tap tools, and then so I got over to tap tools, and it does work for me. The problem was that it was in this browser. I thought I was sharing screen and was in another screen. No.
See, look.
For me, it is showing. What are you trying to look at over there?
No tokens.
Oh, I didn't go that deep.
It is
Let's
not
see.
reading. It's not reading the wallet.
Huh.
If you now 82.6, you are basically a profit. I'm pretty sure it's going to hit that. I mean, that's just how it works. When you start falling down through moving averages, so we lost it on the 15-minute. Then we looked to the 30. We lost it on the 30. And we're still got more downside to go according to the momentum waves and everything like that. So then we look to the hour and boom, right? So right here about 82.6. I mean, this might come up a little bit. Is it working for you? Is Tap Tools working?
No, it's not. Once you get into it, it's not. So you're right.
All right. I just thought I was tripping. I was like, what do you mean? I went and double checked the wallet. I make sure still had money in it. So yeah. We're going. We are going. I would expect to see that. I don't know why the market is dumping all of a sudden, though. We've been bullish all day. Let's see here.
Wait. What did you just I was gonna say Yahoo Finance. I was gonna do a little search too.
I just go through. So we are red pre-market, the 10-year, but let's look at Asia. Asia's green. Damn. The Hong Kong index is up 2%. Shanghai's up 1/4. The Nikkei's up 1.5. The Australian's up 0.4. So I'm not seeing. That's from yesterday. Pre-market, I mean, we are down pre-market, but 7 minutes ago, BYD shares surge after EV giant announces. Do you not have your echo thing on?
Can
Shares
you
in
hear
Japan's
echo right now?
largest trading houses rally after Buffett's Berkshire hike stake. So, not too sure why we're getting this dump. Could just be whales playing with us too, though.
Yeah. I don't see anything exciting going on.
No.
Tesla
I mean,
sinks continuing into 2025 sell-off. I don't really think that affects the whole market. But
we might be, so we're down on the 1 minute. We might be getting a little bit of a reversal on the 1 minute. So we got some kind of like, maybe some Adam and Eve on the bottom in the 1 minute, but it doesn't matter. We're so far away from the 21, the 200. I would be surprised if it's not. I wonder if that dude just added to his short again on Hyperliquid.
Here's something interesting. Bank of America says that the Fed won't cut this year or next year.
Won't?
Yeah. It says won't.
Yeah. No, it definitely cut. Especially if we go into a recession, they're going to have to cut rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going into a recession. I've been saying that forever now, though.
Right.
I feel like you can only hold up, the house of cards for so long, and it can only get so tall before it has to tumble down before you build it back up again.
Yeah. I think that that Bank of America intern that's running their account went and smoked a doobie at lunch and was like, we'll just say there's no rate cuts.
And then we'll set longs. Right.
And then we'll set longs.
Right around that time.
I did see something from Kramer too, though. Kramer said something about now the dude may be a reverse indicator when it comes to crypto, but I mean, he obviously knows his stocks. Look at this. Damn. Where's this tweet from earlier today? Maybe this is not the Jim Cramer. Yeah, 2.2 million followers. 11 hours ago. NVIDIA. Oh, maybe it's, you know what? My bad. It was Watcher Guru that was. There we go. Jim Cramer says the market is preparing to give up some of its gains. So, wouldn't surprise me, but I just don't see it in TradFi. I mean, we're down a little bit pre-market, but with Asia pumping so much, this just could be it looks like Asia's coming back down a little bit. BYD shares surge after EV giant. Okay, that's old news. We already read that. So I think this may just be FOMC fears. People selling off. Apparently, Asia chose violence instead of rich tonight. So,
well, there we go. That's all I got. And tomorrow I'll be traveling. I'll get that video all prepared for us to go tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We come to you live, giving you the daily news nightly at 6 p.m. PST, except for tomorrow. And yeah, we love
And
you
we
guys.
will be
Appreciate
back
you all.
Wednesday with the FOMC, telling you guys what happened with the FOMC meeting. So
Absolutely. But all right, everybody. Everybody have an excellent night. Touch grass. And enjoy. Have a good evening. Peace.
Introducing the relaunch of JPEG Boss Mint, a game changer in the NFT world. This isn't just another mint, it's a community-governed project where you hold the power. Here's the deal. 50% of all mint funds fuel a community investment wallet controlled by boss holders like you, driving collective growth. The proceeds, 60%, go straight back to active participants, rewarding your engagement. 20% powers overhead and expansion. And the final 20% flows to JPEG Empire until the seed funding's repaid. Join the revolution, mint with purpose, govern the future, and reap the rewards.